So this is the 3T13 gravel test ride. Although I was on Eddy this time, this is later in the day compared to the video last week. We went out along the Salzburg and then inland into Germany up to the Högelberg and had a go on them, had a lot of fun. I was like the photographer person, and there's some of the shots of lovely evening ride on tracks I'd never think to go on myself, but because we had the locals with us, it all turned out pretty good. Yeah, it's great fun. And they were good bicycles. They did a lot better than Eddy. Although Eddy managed to get up some off-road tracks and then was a bit quicker on the descents because of the higher gears. Lovely long June shadows. Yeah, it was very nice. And then we returned back through the industrial estate. Yeah, that's the wood chip factory. It smelt very nice. And there's me going up a hill on Eddy off-road.
Making the way back to Salzburg now, I think. Been a really fantastic ride, done a lot of gravel and more mountain bike sections. Might have killed Eddy, but I don't think so. Oh. The what?
No, I just smelled it.
Oh, yes. That's
smoking.
enough. It's Austria, yeah. Austria now. I see. How's the bike? How's the bike? Buy one. a Paradise bag on it and some mudguards. I haven't come off filming yet.
What?
I haven't had an accident through filming yet.
Ah,
So that's quite good.
so it's always a first,
Yeah.
first time sometimes. Sometime was the first time. And then this would be a city place for the first time.
Yeah. Can't swim.
And because the authorities, from Austria and Germany, they are not, nobody can decide who's responsible for helping you.
Ah, yeah, right. Yeah.
Let you drown. Harder, right?
Yeah.
So 2 days later, oh, it's a terrible picture, I went out on a ride to Stadler bike shop to buy a new GPS. And the easiest way to get there is to ride along the river Salzburg until it meets the Saarlach, and then go up the Saarlach, and then you'll see the bike shop eventually, almost from the river. And on the way, I saw this car called a Trabant, and these are actually old East German cars from the German Democratic Republic. So from the communist era, and they remain pretty much unchanged from the 50s through to the 80s. Made of fiberglass and not very powerful and not very good compared to the other cars of the time, but they now have a cult following. That's the 601S. So that means it's got a 600cc engine. So yeah, they weren't very fast. But they're nice cars and used by a lot of enthusiasts. And yeah, I say there's like a big vintage club now, and they're quite fun. So this is later on in the afternoon after doing the Trabi ride, and I ride out to buy a new GPS bike computer. I bought the Sigma Rox 12, which was a fairly new model at the time, and it was a brand I'd never heard of, but the reviews seemed good, so I picked it up. You got the sports set with the heart rate and the cadence monitoring, which in the end I ended up not using, so I might as well have just bought the unit itself. But it was very interesting modern technology, and it was quite large compared to the old Garmin, large on Eddy, and a completely different operating system to set up and log in. But the good thing about it was that I could upload wirelessly from mobile data to Strava, and it had full colour mapping with postcode navigation as well, which was really handy. And then it would get the shock of its life later on when in the next video you'll see me go out on a 300-mile ride, and so we'll see how it does then.